Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode here in BS, nothing but sports here with Jimmy and Kenny. That first episode went a little long, so we had to add on to it, ladies and gentlemen. Take a little break, come back to you here. Talked a lot about the Colts QB woes, a little bit of college football, but now we're taking a little break from the old pigskin, and we're gonna go to NASCAR, something I'm not too familiar with. So I'm gonna give it to Kenny here. It's new in the. We want to talk about NASCAR, my man.
Yeah. So last night at the time of this recording
Okay.
was the last race in the regular season for NASCAR.
Okay.
It's usually a pretty big race, racing capital of the world, little Daytona.
Daytona, was it 400, 500?
400. So the 500 is the first one of the season. They start and end with Daytona.
Oh, gotcha.
If you guys didn't know that. But Daytona 500 is usually known for how fucking popular it is because it's the first race of the year, the
The
most
big one.
historic race of the year, all bigger. You're finally getting back into it, the swing of things. And then Daytona 400 could arguably be just as, if not more, exciting because, especially since they've introduced playoffs, stuff like that. Um, last race of the year, and more often than not, if you win a race throughout the season, you get in the playoffs.
Okay.
If you don't get in the playoffs. So Daytona is the biggest wild card because it's a super speedway driving track. Anybody could win. Any big group could make one person drive to the front and win the whole damn thing.
Ooh, that's exciting. Okay.
So you have, I think, over 20 people, and like I said, anybody could win that race. Somebody starting from 40th who has their first start ever could win that race.
Ooh,
So you got
okay.
like 20 or so people that could have won that race and could have been into the playoffs just like that. Doesn't matter how bad you've been doing. I mean, you are supposed to. The only thing that is required is that you do have to attempt at least a certain amount of races throughout the year. Um, they have made exceptions for, for example, Kyle Busch.
Kabush.
First 2015, broke his leg
Oh my.
in Daytona.
Holy crap.
Broke his leg. Had to relearn how to walk basically
Was it in the race?
in the Daytona 500.
Oh my, he broke his. Jesus. Oh, that was a rough crash. Holy crap.
Missed about half the season, and that was the same season that he won the championship because he came back, and you ain't never seen nobody drive like that.
you,
I think he fractured his wrist too.
Damn.
Yeah.
He came back and won. I mean, you big Kyle Busch fan, I take it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. And I'll get to that a little bit later. How I feel about how that race went. Um, William Byron, though, already had the regular season championship locked up. So essentially, what the regular season championship is, if I'm not mistaken, well, obviously it's its own thing. Whoever performed the best based off standings, points, all that good stuff,
Gets
the
that.
regular season championship.
That makes sense. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, the regular season championship um, automatically pushes you past the first round
Okay.
of the playoffs. So
That's kind of nice.
um, essentially you obviously want to be higher up in the standings because the way it goes is that it's a round of 16. So 16 drivers make the playoffs. And each one has playoff points that they've accumulated.
Uh-huh.
So a playoff point would come from winning a stage or winning a race.
Gotcha.
Um, William Byron won that, so now he's first, and he's essentially locked in. Like as long as he doesn't DNF every single race, he's probably going to get enough points to be able to stay in at least,
no matter what.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
He already had that locked up before Daytona, though, because of how well he raced at Richmond. So he didn't really have to worry about that. So not too much excitement there.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Biggest one was Tyler Reddick and Alex Bowman. Neither one of them had won a race all year.
Yeah.
But they were both in the playoffs at the time. So going in to last night, they were both good on points. As long as there wasn't a new winner, both of them were going to go. And the only way that um, Tyler Reddick was pretty much going to go either way. But Alex Bowman, if he would have won the race, I guess I don't really know what the. I guess Bowman could have caught him on points.
Oh,
Is
okay,
what it
okay, okay.
was. Like, but if Bowman finished really well and Tyler Reddick say had a DNF,
Uh-huh.
then Alex Bowman could have then passed him in points, which I didn't think this was the case. I thought that he was already clear of him, but I guess he wasn't.
I hear you. I hear you.
So say Bowman finished second, Tyler Reddick finished last, DNF, and somebody else won the race. Somehow that puts Tyler Reddick out. But unfortunately, well, at the beginning of the race though, Tyler Reddick got into an accident. So
Uh oh.
it was it was looking like for sure like 99% chance Tyler Reddick's good to holy shit, you just got into an accident in lap 15. Like
Crap.
this ain't good, buddy.
No.
Like all you had to do is stay in the back and ride it out. And you got into a crash trying to be aggressive. But the biggest turn of events that probably happened in this race
Mm-hmm.
was I don't know what lap it was. I think it was like 8 or 7 to go in the first stage.
Okay.
Now, mind you, there are three fucking stages in these races.
Oh God.
Three fucking stages.
3 stages of hell.
The first stage, why the hell would you be aggressive? I don't know. Why would you make moves
That makes
that
sense.
at the end of the day is not going to win you the race
Yeah.
because it's the first stage? I don't fucking know.
I'm. I got you.
But good old fucking Bubba Wallace.
Bubba. That's a name I've heard before for
Bubba
sure.
fucking Wallace.
Not a fan of him. I take it.
Not a fucking fan. Bubba Wallace is a horrible fucking race car driver, and he should not be in the Cup
We
Series.
hate him. Fuck you, Bubba Wallace. I guess. Sorry. I don't know you, but
He's carried by his fucking team. I don't know if you know, but Bubba Wallace's team, 23XI Racing,
okay.
is owned by Michael Jordan
Oh, damn. Okay.
and Denny Hamlin.
Okay.
Denny Hamlin being
It's an old racer. I remember him.
one of the greatest NASCAR. Well, he's still racing.
Oh my. What?
Denny Hamlin's still racing.
I guess when you don't have to retire, quote
One
unquote.
of the greatest racers of this generation, obviously. Well, of the last generation because he's so old. Um, and Michael Jordan.
Okay.
That's a lot of money, buddy.
Yeah.
A lot of
100%.
money buys you a good fucking team. Bubba Wallace is carried by that fucking team. He is the worst driver in his team, and yet somehow he is made the face of the team. Somehow I don't know. He's fucking horrible. The only races he ever wins is when they get canceled because of fucking rain out. Like I don't know if he has more than 2 wins. I really don't know because I really don't. I don't hate watch.
Yeah.
People like to say I don't. I don't do that.
I get that. I get that.
The only 2 wins I've ever seen him have were when he happened to be leading when the rain got canceled due to rain.
So you've never seen him actually
I've
win a full
never
race.
I've never seen him actually win a full race.
Never took the checker flag. Well, I
Never
mean,
seen it.
technically, I guess.
I guess it could have happened. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could look that up, but I really don't care too much about fucking Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
So anyway, I say all that.
Who won the race?
Ryan Blaney.
Oh, so none of the no Bowman, no.
No, no. The biggest problem. There was a huge wreck that happened. Like I said, with like 8 or 7 laps to go, something like that in the first stage, and Bubba fucking Wallace. He's 3 wide.
What'd he do? Okay,
He's 3 wide. All right.
3 cars wide, right?
Yeah, three cars wide. So you got Kyle Busch down first lane because Joey Logano he got loose or something and he fell back. So you got Kyle Busch bottom lane,
Okay.
Joey Logano in the second lane, Bubba Wallace
Big old bump
third.
top. Yeah.
And mind you, this is for like fourth place here.
Okay.
And for what I don't know if he got loose. I mean, it's possible. I could also just be super shitty because it happened to collect Kyle Busch and end his fucking night, which also ended his chances of winning the race, which clearly eliminated his chance for getting the playoffs.
He didn't make the playoffs?
Nope.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
Wallace comes down and he squeezes Joey Logano. So Joey Logano's moving now. Joey Logano can't even move down anymore. Why Bubba Wallace is trying? I don't know if it was a spotter, if it was just him being an absolute fucking dumbass. Which I like to believe is the latter because I can't stand
We don't
Bubba
like.
Wallace.
We're not a Bubba Wallace fan here, apparently,
No,
guys.
we're not.
On the MBS show.
No. I don't know why you're squeezing and making it like that with 7 to go in the first stage, but that is fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
So he squeezes down, thinks he's fucking clear of Joey Logano. He's not clear of Joey Logano, not even fucking close.
Not even a little bit.
So he fucking sideswipes Joey Logano.
We got
Fucking quarter
contact.
panel. Joey Logano fucking swerves into Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch wrecks. Alex Bowman wrecks. Alex Bowman is out of the fucking race.
So you thought it was gonna be the other guy that already wrecked, but no, it was Alex Bowman. He'll switcheroo on you.
Alex Bowman is out of the fucking race.
So he's not. Is he going to play?
Now, mind you, Alex Bowman was the first one in to
Okay.
start that race, which
Yes.
means if there's a new winner, he's the first one out. So Alex
Oh.
Bowman, oh, and mind you, Austin Cindric, who's another one who needed to win to get in, got collected in this wreck, and probably one of the hardest hits I've seen all year this year.
Oh God.
He's, mind you, they're going like 190 miles
Yeah, you're booking
at
it, even with all
Daytona.
the safety cautions in the cars. You're booking
And
it.
Bubba Wallace, they're flying, cars are fucking going everywhere. Bubba Wallace goes down off the track, then spins, and all of a sudden he's coming up the track going about 110 miles per hour.
Bubba, no.
Austin Cindric's probably slowed down about 160 here.
Oh, buddy.
Almost as head-on collision as you can get to a head-on collision. Austin Cindric gets fucking wrecked.
That car is
Like
obliterated.
nose to nose, absolutely got fucked up, dude. Austin Cindric needed to win again in the playoffs. He's out. No more playoffs for Austin Cindric.
Is he okay?
Oh, there, everybody's fine.
Okay,
Everybody's fine.
okay.
Yeah, and
You made it sound
NASCAR.
like somebody's about to break
That's
another
probably like
leg
the
or
only
something.
good thing that NASCAR has done in the last like 10 years is the safety precautions for all the cars. You don't see too many people leave the air anymore. You don't see.
Okay, good.
There's a lot of safety precautions in place.
I remember watching when I was a kid, Dale Earnhardt. I remember watching that. That was awful.
But
Oh my
Kyle
God.
Busch is gone. Austin Cindric's gone. Alex Bowman is gone. All
Okay.
these people who needed to win the race,
Taking a
more than
Bubba.
likely.
Fucking Bubba.
And Bubba Wallace is the first one to get interviewed. And like I fucking thought, he had a smug ass fucking look on his face.
Oh,
Talked like
this son of a
fucking
bitch.
smug asshole, dude. I can't remember exactly how it
Oh,
goes, how exactly who he went,
Bubba.
but oh, dude, like
I'm mad for you
so
right now.
Bubba Wallace, like I said, he's already won. He's already locked in the fucking playoffs. He doesn't need to win this race. He
So,
doesn't.
so he essentially shits on all these other people's dreams of making
And
it.
essentially, that's what he said too. He
What?
said,
No.
not in so many words,
Okay, I was about to say.
but he said, and like I said, dude, he just has this like tiny little smirk on his face, like kind of how like when your mom's yelling at you for some shit, but you don't really give a fuck what she's saying, so
So
you're
you
just
got that
sitting
little
there
smirk on
listening
your
to it.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, I'm already locked into the playoffs, so it's not that big of a deal. We're just gonna look forward to Darlington.
Damn, not even
Not that big
no
of a deal.
sympathy
Not
though.
that big of a deal.
Okay. I just ruined the playoff hopes of 5+
So
people,
now
but
Alex
whatever.
Bowman has to sit here and watch the fucking race and hope that a new winner doesn't win the race.
I guess what, buddy?
Not quite.
Oh, okay, phew, I thought this was gonna.
Oh, I think it was Cole Custer.
I'm invested. Full
Cole
Custer.
Custer.
That's a name, right? That's got some chest
That's a
hair
name.
on it right there.
He is not known for being. He's never up there. He's not usually that competitive. But I told you,
This is
anybody that's
Daytona.
competitive
This
in
is
Daytona.
Daytona 400, baby.
With one lap to go, this motherfucker is 3 car lengths in front of everybody.
What now?
Everybody.
Uh,
He got a run on the outside lane, I believe, and he got fucking pushed forward. And going into turn one, like or like out of turn two into the back straightaway,
okay.
and he's like 3 car lengths in front. The problem with the drafting track is though, cars together are much faster than cars by themselves because there's a draft and drag and yeah, all that scientific math shit.
The draft.
Yeah, but he gets caught, and it's like he falls back and he's not doing it, and then Ryan Blaney wins the race by I think it was 0.0038 seconds ahead of Daniel Suarez. And Daniel Suarez was another one who needed to win to get into the playoffs, and he didn't. And he actually doesn't have a contract next year, so he doesn't know what he's going to be doing next year. So playoffs probably would have helped a lot for him.
Yeah, definitely.
But
The contract year, as they say.
yeah, but fortunately he got out. But Ryan Blaney already won races, so
Didn't matter.
Alex
He was
Bowman
losing anyway.
does slide right into there into the playoffs.
Well, that's good.
Both Bowman and Red.
Man, I'm sorry your boy didn't make it though.
That's all right. He still gets the red. It's just not for playoffs. But
Yeah.
he's also on a, I think it's like an 82 race winless streak.
Oh God,
And
that
mind
sucks.
you, he is like top 10, I want to say, for most races of all time. One.
Yeah, because I remember.
He has like 62 wins,
Jesus.
which is a lot. More than anybody currently racing
Yeah.
by far. I mean, Denny Hamlin, I think, is the only one close to him, and I don't think he has 60 yet.
No, he's been. Bush has been racing forever. I remember him in '05. The next to Kyle Busch.
Yeah,
Oh
the
man.
yeah, I could go on and on about Kyle Busch. One of the only drivers to ever start a Cup Series race at 16.
At 16,
The age requirement is 18.
they let him. Why making exceptions for this guy? What's
Oh,
so
they
special?
didn't. They made a rule because of him. He
Uh,
was too fucking good.
damn. Well, I mean, if you're good, you're good. Especially if you're going against grown ass men who've been doing it for years. I mean,
It was something about the reason that they made it was because one of the sponsors for the race was a cigarette company,
so six. I
and
see. Okay.
back at the time, back in those days, you only had to be 18 to smoke. But
Yeah,
but
back in the Stone Age.
yeah, um, but there was a sponsor, and they saw that there was a 16-year-old kid driving with a cigarette sponsored race, and they're like, can't have this.
I think we saw smoking sections in restaurants back then. That's silly.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh, that's probably about the time where you can smoke anywhere in a restaurant. There's no
Yeah.
smoking section.
Oh well.
Yeah, but the playoffs are set. All 16 drivers. I don't know them off the top of my head. Probably name them off if I tried. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
going to next week for Cup Series is going to Darlington. So I mean, you
Arlington.
got Daytona and Darlington back to back, two of the most historical racetracks in NASCAR history.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be fun next year. Next week, not next year.
Next year, not next year. We're not there yet,
No,
buddy. Another year's going by
I'll
fast.
be
We're not
looking
that
forward
year.
to next year though.
Another year for Kyle.
Kyle has got to get back on track. He's got to get back to his own ways. He said he's gonna race until his son Braxton
Mm-hmm.
is racing where he's at. But his son is like 12, 13, so should be good.
You took the words, took the question out of my mouth there. I was about to ask, how many years he got left in him. Like I said, I know he's been doing at least 20.
He said he'll probably do it until Braxton starts getting there, which means I'm gonna have to find a new guy. But
Okay, man. That's
I
how it
think I
goes.
got a new guy because Connor
Already.
Zilich
Uh-huh.
is probably one of the best prospects that the NASCAR has had since Kyle Busch.
Shout out Connor Zilich. That's awesome.
Connor
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Zilich. I am a little bit older than he is.
Really?
Yeah, that is crazy to think about.
I know you're young. Dang. Okay.
That there are people that are now doing professional sports that are younger than me. That's wild to think about.
Get used to it, buddy.
Oh
Get
yeah.
used to it. You'll
Oh
be
yeah.
like guys your age or like NFL stars, NBA stars. You're like, oh, holy shit! What have I done?
Oh, how did I?
What have I done?
Yeah, but I think he just turned 19. Rookie year in Xfinity Series, which is the one right below the Cup Series.
Okay.
Um,
I think a lot of races now. Jesus.
he races for, funny enough, JR Motorsports.
Okay.
JR Motorsports is Dale Jr.
Dale
That's
Jr.
his race team.
I know we were talking earlier. You're not a fan of Dale Jr. either.
Not too much. We ain't got time for that.
Another episode, perhaps, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, rookie year this year. That man is a fucking beast.
Mm-hmm.
He's a beast. One of the most dominant road course racers that Xfinity Series has seen in a while. I don't know how many races he won this year. I know it's like 4 at least.
Dang.
In his rookie year.
Winning 4 races. That's a lot for a rookie.
He is doing great. A couple of weeks ago, though, after a win, of course, you know how drivers do get out victory lane, they climb on the car, right?
Yeah.
Get out of the car, they climb on. Well, he's climbing out of his car.
Oh boy.
And his foot gets caught in the door.
Oh no.
And I might show you this. I'm gonna show you this. Actually.
God, okay. Let's find this clip real quick. I remember getting them out. There's always the brickyard. They drink the milk and everything. That was a big old thing. You could choose the type of milk.
Yeah, that's the.
It's so weird. I don't know. What the hell? I feel like some dairy farmers got behind that. That's silly. What is this? It's got this. I think this lady's just talking about it.
I'm definitely not.
We don't want.
Well,
He falls from his car.
Here we go. Look how just awful this is.
Oh, whoa! Oh, that man laying there. Oh, fuck. But didn't blow your ears out there, ladies and gentlemen. But holy crap, that looked ugly.
I believe, well, I know he broke his collarbone. I mean, broke his collarbone, wrist, or something like that.
Yeah, dude.
But imagine breaking your collarbone.
I've I had a buddy do it. I couldn't imagine. He was
Climbing out of your
not.
car to celebrate a victory when you're going in these machines that are going this fast and you could die.
Oh yeah,
And the way that you get hurt is after winning a race, which is very difficult to do, and then falling off of your car.
life comes at you fast, man. Life comes at you fast. You gotta be gotta be ready for those
It
moments.
was a liquor that did it. They popped the champagne, it got on the car, made it slippery, and he fell.
Not a buddy. He slipped in the rain. He was running out. We're picking him up from his buddy's house, and he was running out. Whoop, slipped on the freaking pavement. Bam! Busted his collarbone. Broke it. Oof. He like that. Yeah, he was in a lot of pain for a while. I can only imagine, ladies and gentlemen. But who? Anything else happening in the world of NASCAR that we need to be aware of, ladies and gentlemen?
I don't think so. I mean, next year is going to be looking exciting. They're going to have a road course race at a Navy base.
What?
Yep,
That's interesting.
Navy base in San Diego.
Okay, okay.
I can't
Sunny
remember the
California.
name of it, but
Probably a big one.
that should be exciting.
Yeah, they're building the course just for that. I take it.
So they're going to use parts of the Navy base
Uh-huh.
for the course, and then also just mark out other parts of it for the race.
The chance to make it like a NASCAR video game. You're
It is,
going through
it is going to be
the
a
hangars and
very
stuff.
interesting, very interesting. And then
Phew, I might even watch that one.
they are also bringing back the Chicago race.
What's the Chicago race?
It's basically smack dab in the middle of fucking Chicago. They take the Chicago streets.
NASCAR?
Yeah, they shut down a whole portion of Chicago and use the streets. They take out the lights and shit, traffic lights,
What?
and they use the actual streets of Chicago like a
No
NASCAR race.
way. I've never heard of that. That's awesome. I used to watch NASCAR when I was a young tyke. That was a long time ago. Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon days. I saw all my Jeff Gordon stuff. Oh gosh, that sounds awesome. A road race and then on a Navy base. Woo! I might have to start watching NASCAR.
Yeah, it should be exciting. But I think that's all I'm gonna have
Old
NASCAR
NASCAR, huh?
today.
All right, all right, all right. Oh man, well, if you like sports, there was a nice little segment on Sports Center. Rich Eisen hosted it for the first time in like 22 years, I think. He used to chair it with Stu Scott, which of course is before your time, my man.
Yeah,
You were not even a gleam in your papa's eye at that point. Oh man, Stuart Scott and Richard, they were who are the best? Who are the best? Just like you and I. I mean, just going back and forth talking about sports, and they just made it fun. It was awesome. It was easy to get into, and the commercials back then were great. Obviously, Rich on to do his own thing, very popular in the fantasy football world. He still is. He knows quite a bit about it. Stu, obviously, passing about 10 years ago from cancer. Rest in peace. That was awful. Oh, God, I cried. Teared up when that happened. That was awful. Stuart Scott was awesome. It was great. And Rich returned after going 2 years to host it, which I thought was really cool because he's a busy guy. But he had a chair up there for Stu and had a tribute to him at the end of the show, which I thought was awesome. Cause,
cool.
yeah, because I mean, they I think really put Sports Center on the map. Like it was popular. Don't get me wrong. But if you ask any old guy, like ask your dad when they think of Sports Center, who do they think of? I guarantee it's one of these two guys right here, right here. Maybe SVP too, because he's also very popular. But that was awesome. And then the NBA, it's in the off season right now. But a little bit of the news: we saw John Wall retires. He's
Mm.
gone. He's gone.
I didn't even know who John
I
Wall is before
have
that.
no idea. He's from the Washington Wizards, defensive player. Great defensive player. I know that. NBA is not my forte. I'm sorry. I was a big football guy.
I never followed John Wall too much, but I mean, I knew who the man was. John Wall was a special talent. It's fortunate they retired though. Didn't have too long of a career though.
That suck. You know,
Yeah,
you make it to that level. You play in college, you play high school, and then you make it to the NBA. And sometimes those injuries.
it was
Yeah,
interesting.
see, I knew it.
He just lost whatever spark that it was that he had. Just gone. Wizards also didn't do much to help him.
Yeah, but I always remember the Wizards not being a very good team.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm
yeah,
wrong,
probably.
but
Well, the worst team in basketball.
really, okay, we'll see. Like I thought, well, that sucks. But congratulations to John Wall. I'm sure he's retired with lots of money and lots of free time, and that's going to be awesome. Chicago Bulls retiring Derrick Rose, his number 1 jersey
Mhm.
next year. Obviously instrumental, not
It was
this year.
announced, I believe, before the end of the season, this past season, and then I think January 24th maybe is when they're actually going to hang it up in the rafters.
Yep.
The only person that will ever wear number one for the Bulls would be his son PJ if he ever decided to if he gets drafted by the Bulls, plays with
Mhm.
the Bulls. If he wants the number one, they told him that he's the only one that can have it.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool moment.
I like that. I like that. It's cool to see because now you're seeing some of the players that I don't really, like I said, I didn't really grow up with because I didn't watch NBA as much. But you heard like Carmelo Anthony
Yeah.
and stuff like his son. He just got a tattoo of his father reacting to the win and everything. You know that. But D Rose again, an instrumental. Obviously not as people think of Michael Jordan as the Bulls, but D Rose is instrumental to the Bulls franchise. He's one player I do remember. Um, Paul George was another one because, of course, a Pacer, ladies and gentlemen. We're obviously Indiana homeboys here. We love the Pacers. Paul George, the last player from the 2010 draft class. He's active. He's the last active player. I mean, you might have some people in Europe or something. I know the European leagues are kind of popular. The older players right now.
Active when he's not hurt.
Yeah, I remember he had a lot of injuries. I worked a job at the valet, and a lot of my bosses were big, big, big Pacers fans. Like they didn't like the Colts as much. It was all basketball, and they would always talk about Paul George, but couldn't win us that championship. Kind of,
A lot of people have tried.
yeah, yeah,
And, in no time in the NBA, the Pacers won it. ABA,
yeah.
but that's for me and yours.
And it sucks too because we've had the likes of Reggie Miller, Paul George, Victor Oladipo. I mean, he didn't carry us as far as the other two,
Unfortunately, they
but
all fall to what just so happens to be some of the greatest NBA players of all time. Kobe,
LeBron's here.
Kobe beating Bryant,
Yep.
knocking Reggie out in the finals, of course. LeBron just absolutely sticking it down Paul George's and Victor Oladipo's throats the entire time they were here. Then Victor Oladipo really thought that he was the second coming of little Paul George. Obviously, not as big, not as flashy with the dunks, obviously, but Victor Oladipo was a special talent. And then obviously, same thing that happened to Paul George, though, a gruesome fucking leg injury. Derailed his entire career
Hmm.
for Victor Oladipo. Um, Try to get back. He had a fucking great welcome back when he came back with the Pacers, but he just wasn't. He was just never the same
Yep.
after that.
Sometimes that's how it goes. And we know, unfortunately, the recent Tyrese Halliburton, we know the story there. Hopefully, that's not more of the same because we got close. We almost lost by what, 12 in the finals, even without him. Started off
They put
hot.
up a really good fight.
Yeah.
It hurt, obviously,
Oh, for sure.
being Pacer fans, and then seeing the rest of our players, just see how it affected them. T.J. McConnell and Obi Toppin, just horrible.
Yeah.
Seeing you can really tell how much Tyrese meant to that team. I mean, how much he meant to the city. Then obviously, after the loss, seeing all the parades for Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. Everybody talking crap.
Then obviously we then lose our most tenured pacer, Miles Turner.
Yep. Traded him away.
We didn't trade him; he's a free agent, but
He's a free agent.
he opted not to sign with us and took a little bit
Oh,
more money to go play for the Bucks.
I understand. I understand. I mean, it's about money, about loyalty too. I think you got to stay with the city, but at the same time, it's like,
He's been there. He's been here 10 years.
yeah. Do you want to make a lifelong? Do you want
We He gave the Pacers an opportunity to match what the Bucks were offering, and the Pacers didn't.
to? Damn.
So I guess it would have been a mutual agreement
Yeah.
for both of them to move on, which I don't think it's as bad as people might think. I think Turner's definitely towards the end of his career. Obviously, been with us for 10 years. He also completely just disappeared in the finals. I mean,
Yeah.
even
I
before
heard that.
Tyrese went down,
Wasn't what we needed him to be.
he wasn't doing what he needed to do. I mean, if you're a center and you're shooting threes, that's great because teams can't defend that, and you can also dunk. That's great, but when you're a center, 7 foot tall, averaging 3 to 4 rebounds in the playoffs is not.
Yeah.
I mean, rebounds is miracle. I don't want to say miracles because it happened so many times, but very rare moments is what kept us in those playoffs. Had it been for, I think, rebounding, I don't think that a lot of those iconic shots that Tyrese might have hit would have even happened. I think that we
Yeah.
would have steamrolled a lot more games if only we could have rebounded the ball. I do also think that we played better when we had to perform a miracle, however. So it really just depends on how you look at that.
Yeah, it sucks because I mean, you saw all the opportunities we made out of I want to say nothing, but like you said, there were missed opportunities, and we still would come out on top. They
Yeah.
would count us out every series. I would hear, "Oh, the Knicks are gonna smash you. The Celtics or whoever, we're gonna smash you. Like everybody's gonna beat your ass." And me, even not even being a basketball fan, got me mad. So I was like, "Man, that's my team. Like that's Indiana. What are you talking about?" And, I mean, obviously they're beating everybody. The Cavaliers. I don't even know who they beat. Oh my God, I'm just naming off freaking teams at this point.
We knocked off the Bucks
The Bucks.
first round,
So there you go. I know
uh,
that's a big one.
which was we played them last year, and I can't even tell you how many times we played them in the last 2 years. Like that's a big rivalry that just got created in the last two
Yeah,
or three
well,
years.
that's who Turner goes to. You bastard.
And
You
then
bastard.
yeah, and then of course we um, went on to beat the number one seeded Cavaliers
Yes,
for
that's I remember
Coach
that.
of the Year winner. Coach of the Cavaliers, I think Kenny Addis is his name or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, and I mean, it wasn't even really close there. I mean, you could say injuries plagued them, whatever. We had injuries.
Don't
We
get
had injuries
injured.
last year. Yeah,
Don't get injured.
I mean, simple as that,
I
really.
mean, it sucks, man.
I don't want to hear shit about injuries now
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
right.
cost us our whole fucking shit in hindsight.
Literally.
And then we went on to obviously face the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, which was another rematch from last year. Wasn't quite the Eastern Conference Finals, but it was the round before that.
Hmm.
We played the Knicks,
Okay.
beat them then,
Yeah,
played them
yeah, baby.
again in the Eastern Conference Finals this year, and we beat them again. That was a really good series. Both teams. I mean, Mitchell Robinson made me want to puke every time I saw him just snagging offensive rebounds. It doesn't matter who was on him, snagging them.
Disgusting. Oh.
And then obviously everybody knows finals.
Yep. Unfortunately.
It was a really tough road. I mean, started the season 10-15. Not too many teams start the season 10-15. So many records were broken for both franchise and the NBA last year, the last 2 years really, by the Pacers.
Mm.
Just to come up short, you can break all the records you want to break, but at the end of the day, your name ain't right there
Yep.
in those books. You do get a banner for the Eastern Conference Finals, but I mean,
It ain't the champion. It ain't the finals banner.
now
It ain't the
unfortunately,
trophy.
Tyrese Halliburton obviously was ruled out for the entire season next year.
Yeah, with an injury
Um,
like that late in the year, in the
mhm.
finals like that, that's how it goes.
So we lose our starting center, lose our starting point guard.
The really heart of the team, a lot of
So
people would say. Like he may not have been the highest scorer or the most rebounds or
Tyrese,
anything. Yeah, Tyrese, but he
yeah, Tyrese. I mean, like I said, countless record.
yeah.
I mean, the most games with double doubles. I think in franchise history,
There you go.
consecutive games. So many. I mean, the assist numbers are just absolutely ridiculous. It got to a point where I watched that almost every single game last year, regular season and playoffs of the
I remember
Pacers.
the one we got to go to.
Yep.
Got to go to one
Unfortunately, I
live.
lost that one, but
Yeah.
it got to a point where we expected him to get 10 assists every single night, and if he didn't get double digit assists, we thought that he had a off game.
Yeah.
And that's not normal. Like that's John Stockton type of mentality. Like you're expecting him to be this good, and if he's not like unusually high in assists, we think that he has an off game. And that's just really crazy to think about. The way
John Stockton.
the type of year that the Pacers just had, and the year before that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
and now it really sucks because progress obviously will be halted without Tyrese. I mean, I think that Benedict Mathurin is going to be great. I think he's going to be. I think this is his make or break year with the Pacers. I think if he has a great year this year, he'll probably stick around. It's really going to show what his role will be in the future. Obviously, with TJ McConnell, I mean, he still plays hard nosed little dude. Like toughest worker on the team.
Yeah, TJ, he doesn't give up.
TJ McConnell,
I
dude. I
saw so many
mean,
highlights.
that dude, nobody plays like him, but Father Time catches everybody,
That's how it
and he's
goes.
getting old.
Yeah,
He
that's
ain't
how
gonna
it
be around
goes.
much longer, and I'm sure that's why he was so it felt the way that he did, and all the videos of him after the finals and losing it. I mean, it's just heartbreaking. But
That's tough.
he's running out of time. Um, our team is still very young, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you got Aaron Neesmith, um, Andrew Nimhard, said Benedict Mathurin, Johnny Furphy. Everybody, Indiana loves Johnny Furphy. All the
Yeah, I
Pacers
saw him in
fans.
the summer league putting up the
Dude, he's
dunks,
going
baby.
off. Yeah, Johnny Furphy, man. He's going to be exciting to watch. I mean,
Yeah.
up there. Obviously, we also have Pascal Siakam. You know,
Mhm.
he is a NBA champion, Eastern Conference Finals MVP last year. Uh,
Which is hilarious. You see
we uh,
Kyrie's trying to reach for it.
we did lose Isaiah Jackson for the entire year last year. I think he tore his ACL, but I imagine he would be our starting center. I think we picked up somebody else from the Suns too, for back off some. I don't know his name. He wasn't that big, but should be an interesting year next year. We'll just have to wait and see, though. I don't think it'll be as magical as last year was, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think.
No, no, I agree 100%. I'm definitely gonna have to watch this year. I've never been a big basketball, but the past couple years, the Pacers been pulling me in. I gotta say, it's definitely been interesting. So I remember the Reggie Miller days. Always a shame he never won a ring. For as good he was, and as many times as he made it, he was so close. But like you said, that's how it goes. I remember the Patriots having that undefeated season, going to the Super Bowl, and then fizzling out. That's how it goes. You got to go all the way. But good luck to the Pacers. We'll be watching. I mean, it's off season. A lot of the big trades have already happened. It's just kind of everybody on vacation, waiting for the season to start now. And I'm sure we'll have
Coming up,
more
so
to.
what do you think?
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm
Time
sure
flies, time flies.
that's how it goes this year. I just remember it was like January, and all of a sudden it's shoot, August, almost September. Christ. But yeah, more on NBA as it gets closer to time. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, going back to the NFL for just a quick moment here. Let's touch on that Colts preseason game, the final one. That was the big one. I watched it myself at home. Some things that jumped out at me. They announced a new penalty, taunting, stepping over people, kind of taunting in their
So,
face.
I mean, taunting has been a penalty.
Hmm.
It just hasn't been, and it's always preseason games. I mean, historically, every single year, they're heavy on penalties because
Yes.
the refs are trying to
Set the tone.
establish the fact that they're not
Yes.
dealing with any bullshit, and then they
Yes.
end up dealing with the bullshit anyway. It goes every year,
That's how it goes, dude.
but uh,
Gotta set the
go ahead and
tone.
get into what you were talking about specifically with that penalty.
Yeah, a Bengals player stepping over a Colts player, like he was flagged specifically for that, just a stepping over. I get it, but at the same time, it seems really excessive. Like, really, that's what we're calling penalties on. I mean, I get sportsmanship and playing a good, clean game and all, but come on, really, really?
I think that that's the type of call that you're going to see in preseason. I think,
Okay,
I mean, unless when they're stepping over them, they fucking drag their foot across them or something. I don't think you're going to see that called too much in the regular season. Maybe on a random ass 1 o'clock game, you might see it called, but I don't think you're going to see that.
maybe it's a little chippy,
Not too often.
a
Yeah,
little,
like I
little
think it's
something.
a ref abusing their power in the fucking preseason, trying to lay down the law.
I kind of agree. I was one of those like a penalty. We get it's a penalty, but you're not gonna call it that much type thing because it's like that gave him. I think the Colts a first down, which was obviously didn't change the game. It was like the first second quarter, but still. There's also an announcer comment. It's not really even a question or anything. It's just a comment. It's just funny to me that he was talking about the long snapper of the Colts who's been here like a decade as like a pillar of the Colts, which is nothing against the long snapper. I know who the long snapper is. I feel like an asshole now. I'm so sorry. But that again goes to my point. The long snapper, really? You think the QB is you think of a QB or running back, I mean, wide receiver.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. Like that's the linchpin, that's the pillar, not a dude who's been there 10 years, who's just been kind of hanging out. But I guess I can't long snap. So, you know,
Not too many people could.
yeah, so
I
maybe,
mean,
it's like a specialized thing. It's like, we need one of those. You don't know what you got till it's gone type thing. But I don't know if I see us suffering just because our long snapper is not too good. But
Probably not.
anyway, but first half we did actually the whole game we did really well. The O line we had a lot of the guys in there doing like first team reps. That was awesome. And I feel like they gave Riley Leonard a lot of time. Sometimes I even thought Riley Leonard was a little slow. Like I was like, man, this guy's kind of just poking around in the pocket, taking his time. But that's also a good thing because it shows your O line's doing their job.
You trust your O line. It's
Yeah,
another big thing.
yeah.
A lot of rookies, especially, are gonna get freaked out. They're gonna think, "Oh fuck, I gotta go."
Like you were
You'll see
saying
them
last.
bouncing around, happy feet, happy feet, happy feet. You're like, I gotta go. Like these motherfuckers are gonna get me. But if you can trust your offensive lineman, that's gonna make you a lot better. You're not gonna feel that pressure. It's not gonna force you into bad passes.
Mhm.
Force you to scramble out of the pocket within the first 3 seconds.
And that's one thing we see with a lot of young quarterbacks making those easy mistakes like that. They don't trust their team because I mean that's what your O line's there for. That's what you pay
Yeah.
them the money for. They're there to protect you.
A lot of colleges aren't known for having. I mean, a lot of these highlight plays that you see from college quarterbacks have been scrambling, especially nowadays. But I think coming from a place like Notre Dame, it's fucking offensive lineman factory. Like they
Mm-hmm.
pump out offensive linemen. Quentin Nelson, for example,
Yes, sir.
came from Notre Dame,
Ooh, I
straight
went
out
down
of
to a
Notre
pipe.
Dame, straight Notre Dame product. Notre Dame has historically always had great offensive linemen. Patao Joel, I believe, is also in Notre Dame, and he's now one of the best linemen in the league. Plays for the Chargers.
Well, a big powerhouse in Indiana sports. IU has not always been historically great in basketball, yes,
Yeah,
but not so much in football.
basketball in Purdue.
Yeah, Purdue's a big one.
Purdue's
You know,
basketball. Yeah, not too good at football.
that's just how it goes. But I mean, that's not every sport, not every team. I guess is going to have a, or not every college is going to have a good team for every sport. Is what I'm trying to say here.
Like Vanderbilt, we think about football. We don't hear about Vanderbilt, but in baseball, one of the top college schools in
Yeah,
the country.
100%.
Yeah.
I think people focus a lot on basketball and football and forget about the baseball prospects and stuff like that. And that's really where the money is. It looks like I'm seeing some of these contracts. Some of these MLB guys are getting holy crap, 10 years, $400 million or something.
It's easier to stay in the league longer in the MLB too.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
is a lot harder to get. Well, I don't even want to say that because I mean the MLB has like 6 different levels that you could play at
Hmm.
and still be making what you and I make at our regular jobs.
That'd be nice. I mean, playing a little ball, you know what I mean? Heck, better than
With
flipping
the chance of
burgers
moving
or
up and getting millions of dollars.
yeah. Because I mean, if you're really good, they're gonna keep an eye on you. You've seen
Yeah.
people move up. But Riley Leonard, go back to him. Oh, excuse me. Keep burping. Oh my gosh. He played really well. I mean, the Beagles D, of course, historically not super great, and it may not be their starters. But I mean, I take a win where it's a win. He's 15 for 20, 189 yards, and a touchdown, 120.8 QBR. I mean, you can't really ask for much better than that. I mean, that's you're not going to get a three touchdown, 300-yard performance out of him like that, probably. Um, maybe one day though. I'm not going to count him out. I like Riley Leonard. But yeah, I got to say, it's a great performance. We've seen some people in the preseason not do so well, and that's really the time you want to get your reps in and show what you got. So for him to do that, I know you're a Riley Leonard fan. You like Notre Dame, of course. Uh, but I think, especially during the second quarter, he definitely felt a lot more comfortable. He was definitely making some good throws the whole time, but seemed more comfortable in the second quarter. He was what I want to see. What I want to see. Uh, so I think, like I said last episode, we got three good quarterbacks. We just got to figure out their place and what we need to do there. Our secondary looked good. I mean, I know it's kind of banged up right now. I've got some injuries and stuff, and I know they weren't all starters. We were playing some second stringers and some guys will probably make practice squad and stuff like that. Um, but it's good to see some plays. I think Jason Scott was his name. Like I said, he was a safety. He hasn't played in 2 years. He's had injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, taking him out first year, season ender. Second year, season ender. And then this year in the preseason, doing a pick six. Of course, like I said, it's a preseason. But still, you're going to take your wins where you can, and that's looking good. Again, if something happens to Kenny Moore or oh god, what's the other safety? Oh my gosh,
Nick Cross.
yeah, Cross. Something happens to him. It's good knowing that we have somebody that's at least capable in the back that we're probably going to have on the team. I would hope. Because even though I know he didn't do well the first 2 years with injury, the guy's playing now. He's doing really good. Uh, Announcers gave us a stat. I really liked first quarter, almost no penalties for the Colts. That's great to see because I know the Colts statistically a lot. Unfortunately, it sucks.
Well, I mean, last year I think we were the least penalized team in the league. Actually,
Yeah, I take that back. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we get penalties out the wazoo, but
actually, I think we were the least penalized team
oh my gosh.
in the league last
Well,
year.
that's good then. We keep that up. Second quarter, we didn't get penalized as much, but of course it opens with a 41-yard Cincinnati run, not a touchdown, but that's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. We did end up winning, of course, blowing out the Bengals. We love to
Oh,
see that.
fucking smoke 'em.
Destroyed them again, preseason, but still, we're gonna take the wins. We lost the first two. We're gonna take the third win.
It's the
Uh,
most important one, arguably.
yeah,
Everybody's trying as hard as they can, trying to get that roster spot.
mm,
Going against second stringers, but they're giving it their fucking all. They're fighting for the jobs right now.
yeah. Because I guarantee by the time you hear this episode, 53-man roster is gonna be set, and you're gonna
Yeah.
see who made it and who didn't. And I'm sure there can be surprising cuts. We've already seen some already. We've seen some moves around. Carson Wentz just got signed by the Vikings. We saw Brian Robinson Jr., who I drafted. Thankfully, he was a backup. He's I got two starting running backs, but he was taken from the Commanders to the 49ers now, which I know they've had their share of running back woes. But I mean, the Washington room, they must have some confidence in their guys because they've got Eckler and then
Lost
the new
that.
guys, which Eckler's not bad, but last year he fumbled a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I think. Well, I ended up having Eckler and Robinson Jr., so it kind of worked out for me. I gotta say. But yeah, we had some good um, stat lines yesterday. Laquan Treadwell 6 catches, 116 yards and a touchdown. Nate Noel had 7 carries for 63 yards. That's 9 yards per carry. That's nuts. I think it's Ulysses Bentley the fourth, 8 carries for 32 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Getting that work in.
Running back right there. Goal
Yes, sir.
line.
He got a goal line. I think he made a break for one too, which was nice to see. It wasn't it's like 10, 20 yards scamper, but still it was nice. And of course, a lot of these guys aren't. I don't think that you're going to see on the starting roster too much. But it's good to know you've got some good people if we need them, probably on the practice squad on our backups that we can rely on.
I think we might bring in one of those guys because they're both bigger guys, big power backs.
Yeah,
Although Jonathan Taylor is a beast, I mean he's agile and strong. I mean, oftentimes I see the Colts take him out in a goal line situation.
oh for
Where they
sure.
put in Tyler Goodson to try to get a receiving touchdown, which is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen.
We all know he can't. He butterfingers over there.
Yeah, yeah, I think Colts fans know all too well about that Tyler Goodson non-catch against the Texans to take us
No,
out of the playoffs
no,
essentially.
that's how it
Um,
goes.
but like I said, Colts tend to like to put a different running back in at the goal line for whatever reason instead of Jonathan Taylor. So I can see either Noel or the other guy. I can't remember his name.
It would be Bentley.
Finley.
Bentley the
Yeah.
fourth.
I don't know if we still have. We had this. We had a third or fourth string running back. Kind of looked like a fullback, honestly. I can't remember his name, but I know that's how we got him in a couple of times last year at the goal line. I could easily see one of those two guys though playing that power back, almost fullback kind of role.
We'll see rosters are, you know how the NFL is. It's weird. We've got things like Trey Hendrickson. He finally got that extension he was looking for from the Bengals, and now they're like, "Hey, let's trade him. Who wants him, guys?
Yeah,
Who wants him?" And it's, and you've got Micah Parsons on the other end. He's like, "Hey, guys, you need to pay me. I'm kicking ass." And Jerry Jones is like, "Nah, I think we're good."
I've heard this before. He'll come around,
I think he will, but
but that's
is it?
what Jerry Jones said.
But is it good to make your people sweat this much? It's almost breeding resentment. Micah Parsons coming in eating nachos, taking naps on the trainer table yesterday during the game. Like, it's not really. He doesn't seem to be too happy.
Fortunately for Cowboys fans, I don't think you'll be seeing any success while Jerry Jones is owner.
If you're not a Cowboys fan, you'll be seeing a lot of success from the Cowboys. They're going to be doing exactly what you want them to do.
Yeah,
Uh,
Eagles fans want him to stay exactly where they are.
yeah, Cowboys, I think, are just the quintessential mediocre team. They've got a lot of good pieces, but they just can't get it done. You've got, CeeDee Lamb, who's just at the top of the leaderboards all the time. but they just can't make the playoff. They can't win the playoffs, man. If they make it there, they can't fucking do anything with it. Uh, but last thing, of course, we got to talk about with the NFL Browns. The Browns. They have four QBs. They're keeping all of them. They say. Of course, the big one is Shador Sanders. A lot of people, a lot of questions about him. A lot of people saying he's cocky. He had a good first game, and then this game, 3 for 6, 15 yards. He takes 5 sacks. He gets pulled from the game. He isn't. They don't let him finish his allotted time.
And
And,
for QB4, he's fourth in their depth chart.
yeah. I like to remind
QB
everybody that, by the way, fourth. He's fourth. He's
and
fourth.
for a QB4 to get pulled from a preseason game,
Pulled.
that's pretty rough. I mean, I am not one of the type of people who thinks that he's going to be absolutely fucking horrible. I don't think that he's as bad as people are now making him out to be. Even though
Agreed.
people were making him out to be really good at first, which
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think he's the
It's
second coming of Joe Namath either, though.
it's a hard line there. But I think that he does have talent. I think that he could be good. I just don't think that it's going to be. I don't think he's going to have that opportunity anytime soon. I am going to imagine that at some point this year, though, that he will start a game or two
Hmm.
somewhere because nobody in that Browns quarterback room is that much better
Agreed.
than anybody else. The fact that they have made most of their roster cuts already and he's not cut yet means they don't know what the fuck they're doing with the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I mean, are you gonna fucking walk old man Joe Flacco out there?
I mean, he only threw one incompletion yesterday.
I don't know if DTR is still in that Dorian Thompson Robinson or something like that. I don't know if he's still there.
I don't think so.
Are you gonna walk him out there? I mean, he doesn't even have a fucking player portrait on sleeper. They don't know.
You
I've
know it's
never.
bad if you don't have a player sleeper.
I've seen him on fantasy, but for over a year, and I still don't even know what he looks like. Um, at some point, he will start for the Browns this year,
I agree.
and I really hope that he does do good. I really hope that he is good, and I hope he lands a starting job somewhere. Could be with the Browns, but we've seen the Browns do this before with Baker Mayfield. I mean, a lot of people forget that Baker Mayfield was drafted to the Browns. A lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear Baker Mayfield, you think Bucks.
Baker Mayfield almost was ruined by the Browns.
Yeah.
They killed him. They
He
ruined his
fucking
confidence.
played his heart out for the Browns,
And they
and
shit
then all
on
of a
him.
sudden he's bouncing from team to team. Back to, I think he started for the Panthers after that,
I
and
think
then
so. And then
backed up
went
the
to Tampa Bay.
Rams. Had that. Well, he backed up the Rams with
Oh
the
yeah, he did go to
had
the
that one
Rams.
glory
Yeah.
game where all of a sudden he came out and he was doing awesome, and now he is had his career rejuvenated, of course,
And
with the
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers,
Yep.
and Buccaneers love him. Buccaneers fans, they love him.
As they should.
They should. I mean, the Colts had an opportunity to get Baker Mayfield, and they didn't. Chris Ballard
No.
did what Chris Ballard did,
No.
and didn't
Dumb.
buy into the hype of it. I guess didn't think that he was going to be worth a damn, and Buccaneers made the playoffs the last 2 years, I believe, and the Colts.
Baker Mayfield, number QB4 last year, I think, overall. I think he had dumb numbers. He did great.
Yeah.
I don't think it was I don't know if it was career best. It might have been.
I'm
But
gonna guess so.
he'd had a
Had to.
resurgence. Yeah, I think it was something
I think
big.
that was second or third year with the Bucks. I think it was the second.
Yeah, that was my big thing. I mean, you had Dylan Gabriel, the other Browns quarterback, doing similar to Shador Sanders the last game. So it's a toss up. So you got four QBs in there. You got the Saints got three no QBs really. You got the Colts with three. Like I said, I think they're good quarterbacks. It's just we got to figure out what to do with them. Where do the pieces fit? Oh man. Um, on to wrestling, I guess. That's about the last thing I think we have to talk about today. Oh man.